Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Thunder Dan. How you guys doing today? Hey, listen, I decided to get out fishing. It's Saturday. It's almost mid-October, still in the 80s, and I'm going to take advantage of this warm weather as much as I can. I decided to come back to this pond that I had not been to in a couple months. It's a very small pond, and it's on a private land tract that's a little further up from where I live out here in Dover. And this is the guy that I walked up to. I knocked on his door and asked him permission to go ahead and fish on this pond. And he was a little standoffish, and then I kind of explained to him what I was doing here, and he said, cool, go ahead, man, do your thing. He even sat down, he explained to me how the pond was, what was in it, how deep it was, and, you know, I said, hey, I appreciate it, man, no problem. So I fished it. It wasn't the most ideal of conditions. It was windy, it was chilly, and every other God-living weather event you need, that's what was there that day. So he said, the next time I come up here, because I asked him if I can come up a couple months from now and knock on your door, and he says, yeah, come up here. As long as you're knocking on my door and you're asking me permission, I don't have any problem with you fishing on it, but just respect the land and just respect me. And hey, that's exactly what I'm doing right here. I've been waiting here. It looks like somebody's here, but it's not. I've knocked on the door. I walked into the paddock where his horses are at and everything else, and nobody seems to be there. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes, see if he comes around, and if he does, hopefully we get some content, and we can find these big bass that he's talking about, because he's saying there's 5-pounders that are clearly in here. Like I said, the pond's 20 years old. You got reeds, you got laydowns, you got lily pads, and in the middle where they dug out, it's almost 11 feet deep. So my assumption is the big ones are probably in the deep area. So that's what I'm going to try for. I'm going to use some plastics, and it might be a frog event because there's a lot of muck on there from the drive-by that I just did a second ago. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And like I said, wait a couple minutes, and if he comes around, hopefully we got some content and a bunch of fish on this video, and keep you guys entertained. Guys, remember, like, subscribe, keep clicking on that notification button, and again, I'm going to try to keep as much content coming as I can. Fish on, guys. Alright, guys, I waited around long enough. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take the gamble, and I'm going to go ahead and start fishing, and if somebody pops out, hopefully it's the guy that I talked to, and he'll be okay with what I'm doing. But again, I'm not going to waste all my time coming up here and not being able to do anything. All right, guys, I'm going to do something I shouldn't be doing, but I'm going to go ahead and take the gamble, and I'm going to go ahead and fish. I wait for like 15 to 20 minutes. Nobody came around, so I'm going to fish as long as I can until somebody says I can't. So we're going to go ahead and start off, and again, no muck, so I'm going to go ahead and start throwing the buzzbait, and then I'll start throwing a frog and see what happens. Oh, here we go. There's a hit right there, guys. Oh, man, ripped it right out of his mouth. The little one. All right, guys. Got to fix the buzzbait and get it all hooked up again. I spun it around. Here we go, guys. Right back out there. Oh, there you go. There's a hit. Oh, another one, little one. They're hitting off the buzzbait, guys. Oh, there you go. Little ones. They're just going right after the tail. Where there's little ones, there's got to be a big one. Bam! Look at that. See that smash? These guys are like devastating them. These buzz baits, man. That guy just absolutely destroyed that thing. Nice little bass right there. Not skunked, but hey, nonetheless, it's a start. Let that fish go and keep on fishing. Try to catch as many as I can until this gentleman comes around. There you go, guys. That's a nice one. There you go. That was a nice strike. Right as I came across that lily pad, absolutely destroyed it. Same thing, dinkin' dunkin', guys. Little dinks. Look at that swirl right there, guys. Holy mess. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah, ripped him right up out of the water, guys. And he came off. Oh, here you go. Nice. There you go, guys. Murdering that buzzbait, man, I tell you. A lot of noise, guys. If you're wondering what that is, that's people who are harvesting all the grain and everything. There you go. Harvesting the grain for the fall. Came off. There's a grain factory or a grain storage area that's right behind me. That's what all that noise is. Oh, look at that strike, guys. Nice. I'm sure you guys saw that blast. These little guys don't have a chance against a speed spool. Man, he almost took that whole thing in his mouth. All right, man. Fish are adding up. They're literally tight right on the edge, man. You see right where I'm laying it at, right in front of those reeds and right in front of those pads. They're sitting right in there. Try to see if I can get in this corner here. If I can't get all caught up in the reeds and everything else. So I'll cast and I'll get right next to those reeds. Boom. They're sitting right in there, guys. Oh, there you go. Nice. All right, guys. Body count just keeps adding up when it comes to these bass. And they're engulfing that whole buzzbait, guys. I mean, these guys are hungry. All right, guys. Hey, nice little productive day. Little dinky ones. I didn't care. I was having a good time. And just as I was wrapping myself up right by the pond, the owner decides he pops back into the house. So after 2 hours, he must have been running all kinds of errands, but he waved at me as I was sitting at the pond. So I made sure I paid my respect and I walked up to him and I said, hey, look, I didn't think you would mind if I was up at your pond because I knocked on your door a few times. Honk my own horn. But I didn't think you would mind. And the dogs came right up at the window, jumped at me, so they're guarding your house pretty well. I even checked in your paddock, you weren't there. So I decided to make a go of it, and he was absolutely great about it. He said, hey man, did you catch anything? I said, man, I caught a bunch of dinks. I said, you didn't catch them 5-pounders? I said, man, I've been trying and trying all day. And I said, I haven't caught one thing over a pound. I said, I'm telling you, man, those fish are there. So he's gonna give me another opportunity before it gets too cold to get in that pond again. and try to get that elusive 5-pounder. Like I said, he said there's a couple of them in there, but nonetheless, I threw the frog out there, nothing on it. I threw the crawfatty out, and I had a couple of strikes, but just little ones. Buzzbait was the thing today, man. Again, who would have thought in mid-October in Delaware, it was still warm enough, it's 80 degrees still, to work top water. And that's what I did. I had a black skirted one with the white pearl zoom on it. They smashed the crap out of that. And then I tried going naked, and I tried a white fluke on just a regular bare buzzbait. And again, a lot of short strikes. I even put the VMC trailer on it. That's the stinger on it, and no luck. I had one, and it still short struck it. But hey, I had fun. That's what you got to do, guys. It doesn't matter whether you're catching the big ones or the small ones. As long as you're catching fish, that's all that mattered. So thankfully, he was good about it, and I had a great day. And guys, please like, subscribe, push that notification button, and I hope you guys have an absolute fabulous weekend. Hopefully you guys would have gotten a bunch of fish yourself, and continue on, guys. Fish on, and bam. What a good day for me. I enjoyed it.